Well, since we had a little break in the rain, and I'm packed up to head back to the car, figured we would walk over the grass and walk down and see how this little creek is doing down here. The camera, for some reason, wants you guys to look out at the field, which is fine. Oh yeah, the creek's up. Get this centered again. I don't know that it's visible yet, but the creek is up another probably 1.5 feet, 2 feet. If you guys remember the video the other day, day before yesterday, you could see the bottom of the rails on the bridge. I may have to zoom in on this and edit, but I'll show you when we get down here. But yeah, you could clearly see the bottom of the bridge the other day, and now it's underwater. The bridge itself is completely underwater. In fact, oh, you can't even see that stump anymore, or the log. The other day when I shot the video, there is a log right here that was cut off, sawn off. It's now underwater. And the rain's picking back up, so let me get you guys back under my coat. Greetings from Dystopia, episode 55. It is a wet, rainy day. I don't know if you can tell from my glasses or not, but they are, yep, you can see it, speckled and dirty. Gotta move my raincoat here before it blows over and knocks the camera over. What do you do on a rainy day? You make coffee. I figured that'd be a good break. Get out of the house for a little bit. I had the grand intention of going out for a long walk today, and you know, the rain's kind of conspiring against me, so water. Stove. Coffee. Spoon. Sugar. Lens cleaner in the shit kit. My glasses are dirty. I'll pause here. I got somebody coming by. Okay, they're by for the most part. The ever important folding sit pad, because these wooden benches aren't too comfortable. So that's going under my keister. Oh yeah, it is amazingly wet. If the rain will let up, I'll walk over and show you guys the river. Somehow I'm not thinking that's going to happen. The rain is very steady today. All the local rescue departments had, I think it was 9 high water rescues yesterday. Really? People never cease to amaze me. You think people are smart? Nah. It's actually pretty disappointing sometimes, you know. You think as a species we're getting smart, we're getting better at what we do, but beginning to wonder. It's a sad thing. So I'm putting together the stove. I think all you guys have seen me make coffee at one time or another. But I guess I could pan down and give you guys a shot as I put everything together. I know everybody's seen me do coffee already because I've done them on the channel, but we'll go ahead and start another cup. Although, you know, I did notice one thing. I don't have my windscreen. I had one in each pack. Somehow I think between switching packs, they both ended up in the large pack. So I may have to move my pack up here to act as a windscreen because the wind is kicking up a little bit. I don't know if you can see it in the trees behind there. Or, yeah, it looks like you can. But it's all right. Wind is wind, right? I'll use the camera as the wind shelter. Not. Good thing I got an extra bottle of water with me. And one drink for the chef. I just figured like I said, I'd get out of the house for a little bit because I need to. Can't sit in the house all day. Yeah, we are definitely going to need a windscreen. All right, let me move you guys a little bit. Restaging everything. Here's a different spoon I don't think you guys have seen yet. This one's kind of unique. It's from MSR. You squeeze it in the middle and it unlocks it to fold up. Clever mechanism to give you a longer spoon. Oh, I covered you guys. Haha. Alright, let's try and put you over here. Of course, now you probably won't be able to hear me over the stove. Sure what's blocking the view there. Oh, that camera mount, or that shoe. Interesting. So let's see if I can tilt you down a little without throwing the tripod off balance. Not sure how well that's exposing there. That looks alright. Alright, I'll bring you back when the coffee's done. I sat here and recorded this whole piece of me making the coffee and answering a question, and then I happened to look down and I wasn't recording. Anyways, coffee's done. Had a question on the Raspberry Pi Zero W. Oops, that slipped off my butt pad. Hey folks, we're over on the bench. I had to stop and think about what I was doing, how I messed up those two pieces today. Typically what I do is I start recording on the camera, and then it's on the tripod, I do whatever I'm going to do, and then when I'm done, I stop recording on the phone. So I start here and stop there. At some point today, recording, I must have hit that button to start, and then not hit it to stop, and then reversed them around. So I got it wrong in my head, which is why I spent so much time talking to camera and not recording. Anyway, poop happens, right? Okay, and now the one piece that a piece of missing footage because of stupidity on my part. The question was on the Raspberry Pi Zero. That was, or is, the little bubblegum stick size one. When you buy them, typically they do not have the GPIO pins on the board. So if you want it, you would have to solder them in or solder your wires directly to the appropriate terminal. Can you buy the Raspberry Pi Zero with the GPIO header on it? Obviously, yes you can. So this is what you get for the standard $9.95 or $9.99, whatever it is, for the Raspberry Pi Zero W. This is, I want to say it's $14 or $14.95. Right now, don't try and buy them on Amazon because they're ridiculously expensive because of the current situation and Raspberry Pis being sold for kids learning at home, for people stuck at home working on stuff, for the use with the ventilators. Naturally, quote unquote, supply and demand, the cost has gone out the roof. Actually the Zeros without the header are going for on average $29.95, so $20 more than they were prior to this. These with the header I've seen for $45 on Amazon. So it's your money. Spend it how you want to. I will not buy from a company that is capitalizing on the current environment. So yes, the question was, can you get them with the header? Yes, you can. You can also solder the header yourself. Sharper there. So yeah, so one of the companies that sells them, you can actually see their QC stamp on there. Waveshare is one of the companies that sell them pre-done with the headers soldered. As you can see, the pins are very small, and I'm sure these are probably either wave or heat soldered on, because those are really good solder joints. I doubt those were done by hand. They're all very clean. But yeah, so that's the answer to that question. Yes, you can. I mean, typically, I wonder if that still is available in the repositories. Wait, it might be default in there by default, maybe? Nope. Sudo apt install. Let's just see if it exists. MC. Holy crap, it exists. Yeah, that looks like it. We'll let this install here and I'll show you guys. It's actually, those of you that were around DOS for years, you might remember Norton Commander. Well, there's also MC, which is Midnight Commander, which is a clone of Norton Commander. So there, if you're confused about how to navigate through your folder structure. So here, this is a good one if you're going and you're going to copy from, we'll say you're going to copy out of your home directory to another home directory. In this case, there's not one. For the people that don't want to learn command line, you should. Trust me, you're going to need to know it. All the same commands work as they did with Norton. So here, we'll just say we're in the home directory, and you'll see I'm over on the right panel of the two. So we'll create a directory, which in this case, I don't even remember what they are anymore. MK. So F7. Oh, this keyboard, I have to hit function first. So under Pi, we'll just say _1. Whoops. Directory name. All right, we'll just say user2. Oh, that's right, because I'm not sudo. Quit. Oh, what is quit again? F10. Function F10. I have not used MC in so long. Oh, we got that problem again. I remember that one. What was the... There's a workaround for that. You can actually use the mouse. It's an N curses interface, so the mouse will work. because I was not in as sudo, now I can go over there. Now we can, what was it again? F7, we're going to make a directory. User2. Okay, now we've created the user directory. You can also, from within here, there's a lot of stuff you can do. You can change permissions. If I remember right, that's under F2. Do something on the current file. But you'll get the hang of it. Just, it's worth checking out if you, especially if you remember Norton Commander. It is totally worth checking out. And there is a workaround to stop F10 from calling up the menu. And I just don't remember what it was, because F10 is actually quit in Midnight Commander. It also was in Norton. But yeah, that's enough for now. We'll edit this down and get you guys a video out. Again, short answers. Raspberry Pi 0W. Can you get it with headers? Yes. Do you necessarily need a more powerful Raspberry Pi? If you don't need a GUI and you're going to run just command line, you don't need a lot of USB output, you only need one video, etc. That's where I'm a big fan of the A+. It is slightly cheaper. I'm not running a GUI on a lot of projects, so I don't need the high-end power. In fact, a lot of the projects that I've built are accessible via a web browser for configuration. So if you don't even need all of this, but you still need the I/O, the GPIO, then the 0W with a header, or the 0 soldering the headers on, soldering the pins on, or soldering an entire header on yourself. It's up to you. Your choice. All right, guys, that's it. Be good. Be well. We'll see ya. See you tomorrow. I like doing that now. I don't know why. It's just fun. All right, guys. Have a good one.